Previously on The Block NZ. The teams had a fun week planned in their kids' rooms.
It's probably about time I threw in a surprise, isn't it?
But I dropped a bombshell.
By the end of the week, you need to deliver not one room, but two.
Yeah, I think Mark's lost his mind, eh? He's lost his marbles.
Tonight, Shannon sets a challenge and the teams lose their creative control.
It was a full-on architectural plan, and we're sticking to it.
And double the rooms equals double the drama.
And I feel real bad that you guys are so far behind now.
You should feel bad. Unfortunately, I drew the short straw this week.
It's tough titties.
It all starts now.
It's day 30 on The Block NZ. Now teams were looking forward to having some fun with one kids' bedroom this week. But with a surprise addition of a teenager's room catching them off guard, they're in for some sleepless nights. Two rooms with two very different briefs means a second plan and double the workload.
So we're pretty excited about doing two rooms and two really fun rooms, but we also understand that we've got a lot of work to do. A lot of painting, a lot of sanding, we've got double doors, we've got double wardrobes.
Double whammy.
We've got a diaphragm ceiling in here, so we just need to get you to screw the rondo into the solid framing.
This week our strategy is changing. We're really going to take our project by the horns. We're going to have every day planned out. We're going to know when the inspections are coming, what tradies are coming and going at what times, and we're going to be in control of this week.
Adding a second room to our week makes it really tough, especially when it comes on after you've already started the first room.
Yeah, the opportunities are really endless with this because you've got a kids' room and a teenager's room, so you can go quite crazy. You can let all the creative juices flow.
With 2 out of 3 room reveal wins, Alex and Corbin only have one blemish on their perfect record. A third place in the family room after they made a strategic decision to go off-brief and deliver a formal lounge. And it looks like they might be contemplating taking that same risk again.
I'm a little bit confused about what I do with the teens' room.
Should we just not meet brief this week?
The kids' room, I have a really, really thorough plan. But when I got introduced to the idea of a teens' room that I had no plan for, and I struggled to find the plan, I actually just can't even do it.
Alex and Corbin's massive winning streak has the other team starting to lose hope. But if they go off brief, they open it up for the other teams. And with 2 rooms this week and 2 chances to win, recidivist second place getters Joe and Damo have twice the chance of knocking the planning perfectionists off their perch.
I'm Jo.
I'm Karen.
Hi Karen, nice to meet you.
Hi.
We're doing a teenage bedroom, so we're wanting like some really cool wallpaper.
How do you feel about something like this?
I actually really like that.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
So we've got an idea that we'd like to do something quite out there for the teenage room because it's sort of been thrown at us. So we thought a really cool feature wallpaper might do the trick.
We're the underdogs now. We need to stand up and be counted for.
What do you reckon, Damo?
Actually, it's quite interesting, eh? Like the more you look at it, the more I like it. Next room reveal, there won't be no names of Alex and Corbin or James and Marie. It'll just be massive comments from the judges about our awesome room.
As you walk into our teen room, on the right-hand side, there's a large feature wall, which is in tropical trees. And in the centre of the room is a queen-size bed with pendants hanging on either side.
One team that does know what it feels like to win is Marie and James.
I think I just found what I'm going to do now. Like a moody teenager's room.
There's no lie about it, you know, it would be amazing to win again and to win 2 rooms, not just one.
So it's one of these colours. I'm going that one. Friends Joseph double. It's for a teenager, so a lot of the time they're moody. I was moody when I was a teenager, so we're going to make it like a little bit of a dark room, but we will just brighten it up with some white and some of that mustardy gold. Walking in, there's a big massive bed, and just above that there is a huge painting that we're going to put on top. A nice headboard to blend in well with the colour scheme. We've also got our dresser that we made in our warehouse challenge. We've got a desk to the side of the bed and nice mustardy gold drapes in the room, which are panelled at the bottom with a nice grey to match up with the colour scheme that we have in the room.
Kids' rooms should come more naturally for soon-to-be parents. But at house number 1, Quinn and Ben have been blindsided by the extra room.
Because I had all my ideas sorted, like I felt like I had it planned out. And now I've just got to turn my brain up the other way. Ben decided last night he wanted to switch the rooms around. At first I was like, no way, because my brain's set on this plan, but now I get why he wants to do it. The kids are closest to the master bedroom, teenagers down the end of the hall.
Well, considering we don't have any idea what is going to happen in this room yet, so I'm just going to draw this. Hopefully all the big things will be sorted, and then maybe we can dress the room around what we've already picked.
Yeah. The front two houses are caning us in the challenges and the room reveals. They're winning everything, like Joe and Damo and us. At least Joe and Damo are coming second. We're kind of coming last.
Oh, my time is not as good. Gotta get it, I'm on the move.
The teams only have 4 days left to complete their kids' and teens' bedrooms. But the extra workload has come as a surprise to the tradies. And with the council inspections looming, the race is on to get their rooms inspection ready. But some miscommunication about the teens' room racing requirements has left cool-headed Corbin steaming mad at Peter Wolfkamp.
He basically came in here yesterday and said we've got no bracing requirements in here at all, so we don't need a post line. Now I get my jib stoppers in to go, and this morning he comes in and goes, oh, we do have a whole bunch of brace elements. So it's just like, what the hell?
I would never tell Corbin that there is no post-line inspection required. There is always going to be a post-line inspection.
I was told by Pete yesterday there was no post line required, and everything was cited. So, anyway, it's pretty joke. I've just got to take this up with Pete. It's nothing personal, it's just business. I need to talk to him so we can figure out what's gone on wrong so that it doesn't happen again.
What do you need to know?
How do we miss those bracing elements?
So nobody missed anything. They just weren't, the sheets weren't up in time.
Right.
So by 9:30 in the morning, the sheets weren't up. So typically, so that everyone knows where the bracing elements are, I mark them on the wall. I didn't do that in one room until this morning, and they're saying that that's held them up. The stopper, however, said to me that, in fact, he wasn't told he was doing 2 rooms until today. But of course, Corbin knew last night.
It's a tough one. It's a little bit of a game of he said, she said, because I have 5 tradies saying that they weren't told about them until 9:30 in the morning. I just don't want it to happen again, that's all. It's frustrating, you know? We just need to get all these rooms plastered today, so is the inspector actually going to be here at 2:30?
So yes, the inspector will be back around 2:30 today.
That's such a politician's answer, Pete. The consequence is we now have to wait till 2:30 to get our post-line inspection. Hopefully the inspector turns up on time and it won't delay the process any further.
With more than enough on his plate, the last thing Corbin needs is to be dragged away from the block. But Shannon has a challenge with a great prize that will definitely make it worth his while.
Oh, what do you think this challenge is?
I don't want to build something that has to go in the house.
Hello. We walk into the challenge warehouse and there's a couple of extra little coloured squares. So I'm wondering, does this mean that someone else is going to be joining us today?
Mark may have hinted at today's challenge. It's the Cool Kids Desk Challenge. Which means you must design a children's desk for your own room. It should be something fun, original and creative, and most definitely something that will inspire any child.
The challenge today is to build a desk fit for a kid's room. I've already got some awesome ideas going up in her
I've put $400 into each of your Kiwi bank accounts. That is your budget. I'm also going to give you 3 hours to do the shopping and to construct your desk.
We've only got 3 hours to do this challenge, and that's not long at all. So we're going to have to be quite clever with what we do, because I know there'll be a few teams that are going to have probably like flying desks and stuff, you know?
Yeah, I wonder who that is.
I'm sure you all can't wait to get going. Have you got some creative ideas already? Well, any idea that you might have, you can throw right out the window, because I've arranged for you each to have your very own design team.
Yay!
And then these miniature people come out. They're going to be our designers for the day.
Now, our young creatives have all come along from Point Chevalier Primary School. They've drawn sketches of how they think your desk should be.
I'm actually really happy. We're not very good designers, so at least if it turns out bad, we can blame it on that.
I'm going to give you 15 minutes with each of your design teams. Okay. Now for the prize. The winning team will receive from the awesome guys at Wardrobe Works $25,000 for their entire house, including a state-of-the-art walk-in wardrobe for your master bedroom.
The prize is incredible, so we have to win this one.
That is really exciting. Somewhere to put my shoes.
Are you looking forward to working with them?
Yes.
All right, let's get to it.
Righto. Welcome to the yellow team. You've come to a very strong team. We're very committed, and we see your design. Tell us more. What have we got to do for you?
It's a boat with pencil holders in the mast and a sail.
Oh, so you put your pencils in there. That's really clever. The last time we built a boat, it didn't work.
We're full of water. It's up.
I am just a bit worried about how this is going to come together.
Okay, well, I'm really impressed with your guys' design. This looks like a really cool desk.
So we decided to do a fish theme because we're both going to a tropical island soon.
This is an aquarium.
Yes, a fish tank.
With real fish.
The brief is what is that we're designing exactly what they want. Then I'd rather that than design our own things. So we've had a couple of goes at that and it didn't really work for us, did it, honey?
Awesome. This is going to be a big job,
Yeah.
isn't it?
So, tell us about your drawing.
So the legs and the arms are, like drawers and shelves and things which you can put your books and stuff in.
Cool.
We kind of just thought about what kids would like and what we would like if we moved into a new house with a cool desk.
And what about the colours? Like,
We made it for boys and girls, so not any like pink or any colouring.
Just the
girls.
it's quite cool. I think it's going to look actually really, really good.
So would you want this like wood painted green?
Yeah.
Our design for Alex and Corbin is a tree house.
And there's a chair hanging from the top of it.
What if we had the desk so it folded away?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's a good idea. It was a full-on architectural plan, and we're sticking to it. For the first time on the block,
We're sticking to the
we're
plans.
sticking to the plans. Go Team Purple, yeah!
Nice work, guys.
Fingers crossed that Alex and Corbin get top marks for this design.
The chief designers have set the brief, so it's time to get down to business.
This is not really my forte. I like straight lines and things, not curves and artistic things.
The reason why we are following this so strictly is because this is a kids' room, and these kids know what they're talking about because they're kids.
I feel sorry for these kids.
They're going to cry when they see this. We're not really into the building challenges just because of how we've gone so far.
Got that?
Yes. Ben was really getting into the planning. He was drawing everything that I needed to buy, like even a chain. It was taking too long.
With the clock ticking, it's time to get out and spend their $300.
Because we need to get like a tank and food and... Where's a little tank?
129, that's pretty cool, and it's a good size for the front of the desk, because it's only a little desk. We're going to get 3 fish.
We need to get some...
Yep.
Yeah.
You need to at least give 12 to 24 hours prior before, because if you pop a fish into it now,
It'll die. We can't use real fish because they'll die. These 3 little jellyfish that float in the water.
Yeah.
So we're not going to risk that because that would be really bad. So we found some fake fish. Thank you. Yay!
Good luck with everything.
Thank you so much.
Joe and Damo have netted their fake fish. Now it's Alex's turn to conjure up a replica tree.
I want that green right there. The main things that I need to get is the paint, the rope, and I really want some logs that I can cut up to little slivers, and we can put that on the bottom of our tree. These logs are going to be perfect. We're just going to cut them and make them look a little feature.
Okay, I just need some hinges.
So Quinn's left with a shopping list, and I've drawn everything on there so she can't get any of it wrong.
All right, so I'll get these cubes. They're going to be used for our legs. They're going to be like this, stacked on top of each other, probably 3 for the legs either side, and then the desk will sit on top. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, got the Canterbury colours, so we're sure to win.
Our teams have been set a challenge to create some unique desks for their kids' bedrooms. At stake is a wardrobe upgrade worth $25,000.
All the boys are in the zone, I think. No one was talking, everyone was just head down, doing their own thing.
I'll get stuck into building a frame for the fish tank, so that's going pretty good. No, I'm following exactly as the picture says, so yeah, it should be all right. I'll just get this bit finished so when Jo turns up, she can start painting and doing the fancy stuff that she's good at.
This is the coolest thing I've ever made, and quite frankly, if I was a kid, I'm going to want this robot as my desk. Back in the day, I would never attempt making something like this, and just hanging out with the builders, I kind of feel like it's a little bit easier than I thought it was. As long as you get your measurements right, it all ends up fitting together.
I'm just working away and I look over at what James has built and I'm actually blown away. Man, James is good. Have you seen what he's made? Holy! So I think James and Marie might have bought a desk. It's interesting. I think someone might need to look at the rules.
Ooh.
Who knows?
Where's Shannon with that rule book?
Yeah.
They've all been making me feel bad because we built one and everyone else is...
So we're just being smarter.
We thought it was probably a bit ambitious for us to build an entire boat, especially considering the last time we built one, things didn't go so well. So yeah, we decided to buy the frame and then construct the boat around it. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite us later on.
The rulebook doesn't say anything about modifying a desk, so that's some clever ingenuity on Marie and James's part.
Hello.
Speaking of ingenuity,
How are you going? I come back from shopping and it looks so good what Ben's done. I'm so impressed.
So where's our legs at?
I'm quite confident. I think it's going to look good and I think we're going to finish on time.
How are they going to hold that up?
Well, this is what we asked. This is what we thought we'd use.
The thing that frustrated me the most was that I really wanted to plan this and make sure that Quinn got everything exactly right. So I was drawing all the pictures and she was like, yeah, got it. Came back with the wrong cubes. Because these aren't going to hold that up.
Well, this is to hang on the wall. That's what it said on the blurb.
I just think it would have been better with some sturdy wooden shelves hanging down. That's what I'd planned for.
best you come up with a contingency plan, Ben. Time to get some paint on.
Yeah, no, I need you to hold it right there.
You've got half an hour, teams. I want to see something original and exciting.
Do you reckon that'll hold a fish tank, honey?
Oh, it's going to have to.
Things aren't looking too good, I have to say. Oh.
China.
It is a small desk, eh?
Yes, real
Really
small. Small enough to hide it in the room in the wardrobe.
I put that shelf a bit close. Oh, what I could do is I could
Have one of those little
2 minutes, I
clips?
could just trim that back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There's not much in it, eh?
As precious minutes slip away, frustration bubbles to the surface for the normally laid-back Cantabrians.
What are you doing?
Babe, how are we going to put the chairs on there? So calm down, I'm putting it on here. Jeez. Quinn kept on hassling me about what I was going to do with these legs, and I'd already done it. All they had to do was be screwed on. She was stressing me out to the max. Everything's going sweet, just...
But you haven't told me what we're doing, so I don't...
I'm putting the legs on. How are we supposed to put them on under there?
I don't know.
Right, so I'm putting them on top of that.
I just didn't know what Ben's idea was about attaching the legs, and he wasn't really telling me anything that I should be doing. He's like, it'll be faster if I just do it myself, so I pretty much just painted it.
Right, I'm going to close it now.
Well, can I just get my other jellyfish in there?
No, 3's enough. We've made a bloody mess of it, eh? It's an embarrassment to everybody. It's not our day today, unless the judges are having a good day and decide it's awesome.
The fish tank looks rubbish.
It's fun.
I reckon if you put some fish in there, the table will collapse.
Do you need me?
No.
We had 5 minutes left to paint it. I'm going to spray paint this. I quickly sprayed it with the can spray.
I think your painting's a bit rough.
I think it is rough too. James was like, it's bad, it's really bad. So he got the brush and he started brushing it, and then yeah, it came out heaps better.
No pressure. We got 1 minute.
Oh my god, this is so annoying.
Last minute touches.
Go the other one.
That's cool, Alex.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tools down, paintbrushes down, pencils down.
Woo. Awesome.
Oh, you've done really well.
Oh, babe, you have.
I can't believe we actually got colour on it, to be honest.
Yeah. Based on the design from the two boys, I think we met their picture. Maybe not as complicated as they might have hoped, but for the time, I'm pretty happy.
I don't know why that turned into such an ordeal.
Because the whole time you never told me what you were doing
I told
and
you
what
I
I
had it
could
sorted.
do. Yeah, and then at the end you didn't have it sorted.
Oh, you're just stressing me hard out. No reason.
Oh my god, ours is so amazing.
No, it's...
So happy.
It's nothing like it. But to be honest, I'd rather be back there at the block doing
That's
a real
nothing to
build.
do with it.
I know it's not.
It's just that you've done a bad job and you just don't like to admit it.
Yes, I did a bad job. And I hate losing. And I'm about to lose again.
From time to time on the Block NZ, we get emails from people claiming that they are the country's biggest blockaholics.
So, we thought we'd run a competition to find out. To enter, you had to make a video telling us why you thought you were the country's biggest blockaholic, and the prize was a guest appearance on the show. We then put the videos on our website and the public cast their votes. We found a winner, but the runner-up's video was so good that we thought we should include her too.
And this is where they come in handy. Only this morning when they woke up, we hadn't told them yet.
So I'm at Cashmere High School, and I'm going to surprise a blockaholic. This is going to be so much fun. Where's India? Where's this big blockaholic I've heard so much about? Do you know that you're New Zealand's biggest blockaholic?
Yeah.
Now, are you ready to do your duty as New Zealand's biggest blockaholic?
Yeah.
You know what that is?
No.
You're coming with me now to judge a challenge.
Oh my god.
Can't just sit there, we're going now to judge a challenge. Come on, let's go. Raw weight. New Zealand's biggest blockaholic, eh? Pretty cool.
New Zealand's second biggest blockaholic came from Ponsonby Intermediate.
Let's go and surprise her. Where's Esther?
Esther.
Are you Esther?
Hi.
You're New Zealand's
Second biggest blockaholic.
You're coming with me right now because Shannon's waiting. You're coming to the Challenge Warehouse to judge a challenge.
Now.
Now. Come on, drop what you're doing there and let's go.
Oh my god.
Come on, let's go.
So please welcome today's block judges. Come on in, girls.
walk two little blockaholics.
That is awesome.
And it's going to be interesting to see what they like and what they don't like.
These two are officially New Zealand's biggest blockaholics.
Awesome.
Welcome your judges for today, India Chenery and Esther Bannerman Oxley.
Hello, welcome.
You guys have a big task ahead of you. Are you feeling the pressure?
No.
It sounds like you're going to be tough.
But fair.
Okay, how about you? What kind of judge are you?
Hard but kind.
Hard but kind, okay.
They both said that they're tough but kind and fair, but the tough part was just very dominant.
You guys have a very, very big decision to make. One of these teams wins a huge prize from Wardrobe Works to the tune of $25,000. Have you given away $25,000 before?
No.
Are you ready to?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, let's get into it. So first up, we have Quinn and Ben's robot.
Very good idea, and I really like these. These are really cool.
Bookshelves?
Yeah, the
good idea.
The paintwork is a bit sloppy, but I like the colours and stuff.
The judges really seemed to like ours. It was just the paint job really that let us down, and
Sloppy.
yeah, it was all me. That's all I did.
So this is Joe and Damo.
I love the idea, like this fish tank is so cool. I like the design of the desk.
No criticism.
Maybe the paint job, but that's all.
They're picky on the paint jobs, guys. Marie and James. What do you guys think about the boat desk?
The concept is cool, and I like how you used that material for the sail. It's really cool, and I like the pencil holder. It's a really cool idea.
Oh, thanks.
And last but not least, we have Alex and Corbin's tree desk.
This is so cool. Like, I think any kid will really enjoy having a swing and like a tree desk, kind of like a tree hut.
Do you think it's an inspiring spot for a kid to hang out and do their homework?
It's really cool with the natural wood as well.
You look at the picture, you look at what we've built, and I think they're identical.
Yeah.
I really hope the girls are happy.
All right, it's time for the country's biggest blockaholics to choose a winner. Okay, guys. When I say go, you have to yell out the winners' names, okay? Ready, set, go. Alex and Corbin.
Well done. Thank you. I can't believe that India and Esther chose our build. We should probably start a company.
Call
With
it
Sana.
Maya and Sana.
Maya and Sana.
Alex and Corbin, you guys have won yourselves a wardrobe solution from Wardrobe Works worth $25,000 for your entire house. This includes next level wardrobes for your master bedroom as well.
Now it's time for you to go back to the block. Those rooms aren't going to make themselves.
Oh, you're tough. Real tough.
Thanks, judges.
Bye.
If we had won, though, I'd just be stoked, eh?
That would have been so good.
I would climb up Corbin's tree, just pull it down and just say, we won. But it didn't happen.
While the teams have been away at this morning's challenge, the tradies at all four houses have been scrambling to get their jib plasterboard up in their teenage bedrooms in time for the postline inspection at 2:30. The council inspector doesn't just make it on time, he's a little bit early.
20 minutes to get all this jib. And I've been full on inspections.
The inspector's here. He's a lot earlier than we expected him to be. So he said 2:30. It's 2 o'clock. Yeah, we're just gonna do it.
In house 4, Damo's looking pretty relaxed because the inspector comes knocking.
Rightio, post one. So that one was sorted before, eh?
That one's been done up.
Yeah, that one was cool.
Council's passed all our inspections on the first visit, so it gives us an extra bit of time this week to start getting the paint on early.
It was on that wall there. So just had to check this one, GS1 2.2, and screwing around the corners. Yep. Power point's 90 in on the side, so all good. Sorted. Carry on. Get some sleep.
I wish.
All too easy for Damo. He'll be hoping it's not so straightforward for house 3.
Oh, hey, how you doing? Welcome back.
Early.
Oh, well done, Pete.
Bloody hell. Rightio. So, GS there.
1.9.
And it goes through the wall. We'll pick it up on the other side.
Cool.
GS.
2.4. We've done the whole wall.
Yep. Bigger is better. And another GS.
2.4. Good as well. 2 sheets.
Correct fixings.
Yep.
Nice. Air seal around the window.
Seal, yep. Cool.
Done.
Yep. Good.
Cool.
Carry on.
Thanks,
Rip into
Craig.
it. Simple as that.
Nice, thanks, guys. Yes. Craig, the council inspector, turns up half an hour early, gives us a big tick, so all's well that ends well, I say. Hey, Lyndon. We can start plastering, mate. We're good to go in here. Yeah, get into it. Cheers, mate. Legend.
Next door, Marie and her tradies are still going flat out.
We're running a little bit behind, so we came up with a tactic. James go outside and talk to him about construction things, while me and the boys stayed inside the room and did as much as we could before he arrived.
It's Ben and Quinn's house by the looks of it, so might have a little bit of time.
By the state of Quinn and Ben's teenage room, more time is something they desperately need.
Bit short? Okay. Yeah, just a bit. I mean, the tough thing is that for a post-line inspection, you've got to have the board up.
Yeah.
So it's not ready, so you've got to come back again, which means that they might be further held up. You need to, at the beginning of the week, have your milestones in place. My concern is that they're just not fast enough.
Yeah.
I mean, they certainly can't start stopping now.
No, they can't.
Council inspector came and failed us on our post lines, so it just pushes us behind the start of the week, which we could do without.
Also fearing the delays a failed inspection will cause, James has set up a roadblock to try and give them a little more time.
So part of the room can be empty, but as long as the bracing jib is up?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
for a council inspection for pre-line and post-line.
The inspectors here, James is trying to stall him. Just keep going, keep going, keep going. Coming here, James is a real quiet and reserved guy, and now he's like the super inquisitive questionnaire.
The rest of it can be plastered. It's just that one wall would have to wait to be checked.
I go to houses where there's just no jib board on anywhere bar the bracing, and we'll sign it off, and we're good.
And it just took a long time for them to explain it. I think they were getting a little bit frustrated.
Last one, eh?
So after engaging myself and Craig, the inspector, for a long discussion around that, I was then confronted right outside the room by Marie, who also wanted to engage in a long discussion. While inside, all I could hear was frantic hammering and screwing as their guys got the last of the bracing units done. So, cunning plan, and I think it might have held us up for just long enough for them to get finished inside.
It's missing a couple of screws.
Here we go.
And the bottom there. And the bottom and the top there. So you're missing all your corner screwing.
Going now, we're going now.
I'm going to count to 30.
Go! Go, boys, go!
In the end, they weren't quite finished and they hadn't quite done the screw pattern according to the plan.
I do that.
Time's up.
No.
See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
No. When he left, all I could think of was like, we're not going to get it done in time. We're going to be delayed by half a day. This isn't going to happen.
James and Marie have narrowly failed their council inspection, but an unusually talkative James might just win them a little more time.
Yeah, so James starts talking to him again. I see James has got the jib plasterboard book in his hand and he's asking him all these questions. So this sector's still in our house. There is a chance he could come back if we persuade him nicely. We reckon it's good, eh boys? If we fail today, that means we won't get passed until tomorrow morning, which then delays us a half a day.
That's cool. Looks good. Good. Well done.
Thank you.
Success for Marie. And hoping for some of her own, Joe has taken builder Brendan off-site to help with something different for their kids' room.
Right, here's the grand plan.
Yep, all right, let's have a look at it.
we really want to do this tree. It's basically a tree built out of wood. So it's a tree brought back to life.
So the trunk,
Yep.
which goes up to nearly the ceiling, like that's obviously going to be the widest that we can find.
Probably 100 mil or 125 maybe.
Yeah.
And it's going to be like a bookshelf and for ornaments and toys, and it's just going to be like this gorgeous feature on the wall.
We're going to build a tree
Yeah.
out of a tree.
Oh, it's going to be a real cellar tree built out of wood. Hey, I bet no one's thought of that before. Real original.
So that's our 3 different sizes.
Awesome.
We've got everything that we need now to build it. Hopefully it's going to turn out as good in real life as it does in my little brain.
Joe's not the only one thinking up ways to impress the judges. Luckily for Alex and Corbin, the wardrobe prize they won for their kids' desk will undoubtedly win them points come judging.
So guys, this is normally what you would see in a new Auckland house. This would be our standard range of wardrobes, but that's not what you want. This is most probably what will go into the other block houses, depending on what the other teams choose. But you get the creme de la creme. What we would normally do is take a standard design like that and upgrade it to this.
A lot of people overlook wardrobes when they're building their house. They cost a lot of money to get good wardrobes, and we're just really happy that we're getting the best wardrobes on the block.
And Nathan can explain the drawer system over here, which is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, some of the great features about them is you get the full extension with the drawer coming the whole way out.
Yeah.
It's quite key, you know, when you've got such a shallow bit of space. The other cool thing too you'll notice is the lovely soft
The
clothes.
funny thing about that is that if you want to have a big fight, you can't just
Banging the drawers in the morning, yeah. No getting angry.
For the 3 teams that passed their post-line inspection, the plastering has been done and they are ready to get their rooms sanded in the morning.
So tomorrow we've got to get into the painting, get the sanding done in the morning. We've literally just got tomorrow to actually get things organised because Thursday, Friday, it's just going to be full noise.
What is happening tomorrow?
I'm going shopping. Maybe you should go shopping.
If you don't mind painting the rooms.
I'll paint the rooms, you go shopping.
Thank you.
We actually should try this.
So what, I just get to go out and like muck around for a few hours and then come back, or?
It is the Edge, JJ, Mike and Dom. You can tell summer's getting close. It was a nice day yesterday.
It's time to guess the lyrics.
And today's song, na 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 na.
There's just 3 days until room reveal, and the potential banana skin that could make the team slip up is that this week they have 2 bedrooms to complete. While the Sanders prep the rooms for painting, the kids' desks that our teams have made at the challenge have turned up on site.
It's a lot heavier than I remember it to be.
While most of the teams have a plan to incorporate their desk into their rooms, Joe and Damo were hoping the desk would get lost in transit.
Hey, Joe and Damo, can you just join me momentarily?
No.
Don't look like that, Joe.
I always get worried when I see you.
Don't be worried, it's actually good news.
Really?
You know the school desk you guys built?
Did it break?
No. I've decided in the best interest of selling this house that you can modify the desk.
Yep.
Yay!
In other words, it was
Brilliant.
rubbish that what we built and was going to bring the price down. Is that what you're saying?
A little bit, yeah. Now you can make it better. Good luck.
Thank
you.
Cheers. Thanks.
I've also allowed the other teams to modify their kids' desks. And Quinn and Ben's robot is now looking decidedly less robotic.
I took the head off, the arms off and the legs off, and now I'm just sanding it down. It's going to be completely different. It's just going to be the body that's going to be hung on the wall.
If it still looks like a desk, then I think that will be fine. If we chopped it up and made it into like a picture or something and painted that, then we'll probably be disqualified.
In House 2, the inclusion of their kids' boat desk has meant complete change of tack in their room design for Marie and James.
The fact that we had the boat in the desk has kind of inspired the rest of the room, and yeah, so we're trying to carry that through and still trying to make it fit within the theme of the house. On the far wall, we've got a beautiful big sliding window with nice bright curtains, and then the big feature of our room is our awesome boat bed built by our builder Martin.
Thank you, thanks, man.
If it can take me, it can definitely take a kid.
Oh, look at that.
Get a nice mattress there.
It's going to be the main feature in the kids' bedroom. You know, we wanted the kids to walk in and be like, wow, I want to sleep in that bed. And it's looking pretty cool.
Just grab me a pillow if you could, mate. And a blanket too, bro.
There's no time for snoozes, James. You've got 2 rooms to paint, carpet and dress in less than 3 days. Best you get cracking. With less than 72 hours until the double room reveal, it's critical for the teams to stay on track in their kids' and teenagers' bedrooms. Quinn and Ben are the only ones not ready to start painting. But for the other 3 teams, the rare treat of painting in the daylight is a welcome change.
Hey, bro. Yeah, all good. I used to quite enjoy painting before we came on the block, but it's becoming a bit of a chore now.
Mate, I'll catch you later. Long night ahead, James.
Always. How's that bed looking?
Superb, mate. Superb.
This is probably the earliest we've ever started painting so far on the block, but we've kind of had to because we've got 2 rooms to paint this week, so we have to start a bit early, otherwise we'll be doing all-nighters for 3 nights in a row sort of thing.
Corbin is feeling in trouble already, and he's playing the blame game for his delays.
We're a little bit behind this morning because Joe, Damo, Alex and I, we all share the same plasterers, and they decided to sand Joe and Damo's place before ours, so we had to wait a little bit in the morning. The ramifications of the 3-hour delay mean that we're probably going to have to work through the night tonight. We would have been in a better position if yesterday's debacle with bracing elements, inspections and all that stuff hadn't have happened, because there's a good chance our plaster would have been dry earlier. We could have perhaps coaxed them easier to get onto sand because we wouldn't have mucked them around. So yeah, it's just a snowball effect from here on in.
If Corbin thinks he's getting behind, spare a thought for Quinn and Ben. They still don't have a design for their kids' bedroom, and the other teams are getting away.
Is this the top coat or? No.
So our whole plan was to be painting Wednesday night. I think a few of the other teams, I've seen Damo's got paint splashed all over his face, so he must be painting. They're a wee bit ahead of us.
They may be behind, but the good news is they have a plan for their teenage bedroom.
These bedrooms are a chance to go a bit crazy, I think, on colour and textures and things like that. It's not really a room to play it safe, so I want to make it really moody and just quite dark in there.
When you walk into the teenagers' room, you'll see our feature wall straight ahead with our bed in front of it and 2 bedside tables. Also going to have a shelf on that wall with some pretty ornaments on it, and then a mirror on the other wall.
We get into the afternoon of day 3 of Kids Bedroom Week. Plaster Gate is in full swing. If Joe and Damo are going to wrestle a room win off Alex and Corbin, they'll need every advantage they can get.
Well, I've heard through the grapevine on the block that Corbin's a bit angry that he's a little bit behind in his plastering because the plaster is at my house.
It is getting competitive, eh? It's getting harder than to try Weet-Bix, eh? Trying to eat that in one go.
Unfortunately, I drew the short straw this week.
But as far as Damo's concerned, Corbin needs to take it on the chin.
I think that was unfair because I was the only one out of all the teams to tell them that we had a second room thrown in. So they thought when they turned up yesterday that they had our house with 2 rooms and every other house with 1 room. So I thought they would have returned a courtesy and sanded our room first.
But I did ring them the other day and they said made a time and place, so it's tough titties.
Everyone thinks it's fun and games, but it's probably just more like games if I was completely honest.
Just move on.
Over in House 1, they do need to get a move on, including getting a few lessons to get the build moving.
Then we go to here. Boom. Robert, your father's brother.
Wow. I thought I'd give my tradies a hand and try and learn how to cut architrave properly.
Sweet. So I can go home now and I'll leave you to finish all that off.
Sounds good, mate.
Good. Been a pleasure working for you, mate.
My builder, Dan, cut the 2 sides of the door and then he had to take off and left me with the top part.
I don't think this is rocket science, to be honest.
What the?
I made the mistake of saying that it was not rocket science. About 10 seconds later, I tried to fit it and I'd cut it wrong. So I chucked it on the ground and went to the toilet for a cry.
After hearing of Corbin's plaster sanding delays, Damo heads over to House 3 to play some mind games.
What's going on, guys? Looking good, eh?
Hi.
Have you guys got any that final ceiling paint coat?
Oh, primer.
Because I'm done. It's the last bit I've got to do, bro. I head over to Corbin's and I wanted to share the good news that I'm about to paint and see what he's up to, knowing that he's just behind me. I was gutted about those sanders this morning, coming in. Like, I had like 6 at the same time. It was like too many, so many I couldn't even move around the room.
Yeah, what happened? What happened with you?
Because they turned up, because I rang him yesterday and he come this morning. It's like 2 of them came and then they sat in one room and then old Joe cooked the feed and it looks like I had 6 jib stoppers in there.
How'd you keep them down there?
Joe cooked them sausages and they wouldn't leave until they'd finished.
Damo comes and pays us a visit and he tells us that he's had 6 plasterers sanding his plaster and that Joe's been handing out
sausages.
Barbecue sausages for everyone.
Because their mates will give me a hand to do one room to paint it as well.
The jib stoppers mates?
Yeah, just so you can have some sausages.
Alex doesn't look too impressed by that. You should see the look on their face. It's priceless.
And I feel real bad that you guys are so far behind now.
You should feel bad. Stealing all our tradies, mate. But they could have been over at our house sanding our plaster. What do you need, though?
Some paint.
Yeah, but we'll be different colour.
No, I'm just winding up. Right. I don't know what happened with the dribbers.
And this is just typical Damo, just having another laugh, winding us up. And
that's why we like Damo.
yeah. To be honest, I should have seen it coming. But you just never know.
Did Joe actually cook them sausages?
No, she hasn't been out.
There's nothing like a Damo prank to clear the air, and with 2 rooms to paint, spirits will need to be high to get them through the night.
It's our midnight snack before we start painting.
We've just started painting our first top coat, and we're probably going to go to about 3 o'clock, just do the ceilings, and then hopefully get some sleep.
Joanne is painting the back wall, honey? Can you get the wardrobes in today, honey?
Yes, honey. You're all tuned to go to sleep now.
I've just been undercoating all our skirting so we can put it on the wall tomorrow. Okay.
1:45.
I've started doing some more painting. And look who I found. That's the little moose hanging in the cupboard.
So we're calling it a night. Don't even know what time it is, but we're tired and it's time to go to bed. Good night.
Next time on The Block NZ. Double the rooms, double the drama.
We spilled heaps of diesel on the floor.
Okay.
The teams put their pedal to the metal. Go! A stand-in for Quinn with the BM X Factor. And a familiar face swings by to see how this year's bunch measure up.
Come in, open your eyes. Welcome home.
The colour scheme is a little bit similar.